I told y'all I'd be back. I told you 10 times a day. You deserve a financial break at least 10 times a day. Oh my God, I told y'all I would be back. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe. Yeah. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. People make the world go around at least 10 times a day here. At least 10 times a day. We might have to change it to at least 10 times a day. Oh my God. I told y'all in the earlier video that I would be back to continue our talk. This is going to be, I think, our second talk about how and why consistency beats talent any day of the week. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. I had my day planned out today, y'all. I had money lined up today, y'all, like I do every day, at least 10 times a day. I'm putting my hands on my money, and I encourage all of you in this highly advanced, competitive, technological, economic world we live in, where it's so competitive that you better be trying to make some type of improvement at least 10 times a day, and especially emphasizing on our finances, saving better, managing our money better. But there's no limit to the amount of improvements we can do. And 10 times a day stands also for there is no limit to the amount of improvement that we can all do. And that's why I'm so happy that I have the people out there that are watching me. And y'all know I get excited. You know, I'm not 25 years old no more. But you know, they say as men get older, we get more emotional. Oh my God, the last movie I was at, I cried when the movie first started. Boy, I tell you the truth. Y'all, and it's good to laugh, y'all. And I just can't stop thanking y'all for encouraging me. Making investments is what we love. And Emergency Shelter Investments is a group of men and women who are in America and who work hard every day, just like most of us do all around the world. And we decided that we were going to start a group to help each other on letting each other know what we can do realistically to be able to weather the economic changes that we face in this great competitive economic world we live in, where getting paid by the hour is one of the worst ways. I'm sorry for the young teenagers, to your parents that are mad at me for saying this, but thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, the creators of Facebook, who dropped out of college. I'm sorry, y'all. This is so funny to me, you know. But you look here. There's more than one way. Okay, we can't say to skin a cat, I'm sorry. But there's more than one way to make money. And you as a human being who are above the animals, you know, who live in a world where technology is everywhere, giving us signs that other human beings who breathe the same air that you breathe have decided that they were going to take control of their life and look at the world around us. Just took one step at a time and look at the world around us. Look at this device that I'm on right now talking to you on. Look at the airplanes in the sky when the Orville Wright brothers decided that they were going to build a plane. Their friends, their family, and a lot of people around them said that you must be out of your mind. We need a bleep button on it. We're gonna have to, somebody out there watching, please help me find the bleep button at Emergency Shelter Investments, where we believe that we can be multi-billionaires, not just me. Y'all know I already see myself as a multi-billionaire. And that's the power that every human being has that separates us from the animals. We can choose the life that we want to live, and we can do it. But the process the process, the process of consistently taking these steps toward the life you want to live is the challenge. So let me thank y'all. Consistency. Okay, y'all know I got to do this because the event is only a little bit over a week away, y'all. The earlier video, I said we have run out of cards, y'all, because it's almost time to have the event now. So we always say get ready. So if you don't have an emergency, the green emergency shelter investment card, at least you know that we do have and we are ordering more green emergency shelter investment cards. Thank you, James Major, and all of the emergency shelter pioneers. And you who watch our videos and who see me out in real life, that we talk face to face, we consider you pioneers, but you know the core group of us, y'all know who y'all are. Please call James Major and tell him that you want your name on your own gold and green emergency shelter investment card, y'all, because we got to do better than this. And like I always say, we are building this plane as we fly it. So much for that. On May the 31st, Saturday, 2025, at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk, we, the pioneers of emergency shelter investments. That is you too, and you know who you are. And all of you that who are really my brothers and sisters, y'all know that this is all I'm about. This is going to be our legacy. All of us, these different nationalities in this great country where we take for granted the unity that we already have, and we don't appreciate each other. Emergency shelter investments is already a beacon of light for all nationalities around the world, all human beings who want to live the highest quality of life possible. You know, you want to have a spacious living area, no matter if it's in the woods, in the mountains, by the water, or in the city. And if you have children, if you don't, you still want a comfortable environment for yourself and your family, you know, and you want a solid, stable environment and house or mansion or estate, and you want reliable transportation. If you're in the country and you're riding horses or camels or whatever your mode of transportation is, airplane, private jet, you should strive to have the best quality, because when you get in the air, you want the peace of knowing that you did what you had to do financially to make sure that you had the highest quality of transportation, which improves the quality of your living as we go to and fro in these busy highways where it's so dangerous to drive and fly. You know, yes, automobile too. We should strive to have the best automobiles, and there's no reason why we shouldn't. Thank you, Myron Golden, great financial coach. His YouTube channel is Myron Golden. And my favorite lecture series that I've seen from him so far is how much he hates and despises poverty, not poor people. He hates poverty because of not having enough money, the kind of food that we have to eat when we don't have money, the unsafe automobiles that we drive in because we don't have enough money to pay for the quality automobile that we need to be able to thrive. Not just, when I say live, I don't mean just barely surviving, but to live and thrive. In this world we live in, you better have some quality transportation and quality living spaces. So when you get from your job, you can regroup in the air condition. You can, you can see what you're working for, and you can inspire your own self. by doing what you have to do. Consistency, 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 consistency beats talent any day of the week. We've already did a small video. Y'all know small might be 4 hours for me, but we did a video about this, so we're gonna the title is a little bit different. I might put the word again at the beginning of this video to let y'all know the difference between part 1 and part 2. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. Those of you who know what we're trying to do, I think y'all already know the reason why I'm so consistent is because I hate poverty also. Thank you, Myron Golden. And I am so sick and tired of being sick and tired. And those of you who we voted on the name of this business, Emergency Shelter Investments, we decided that we've got to remind ourselves in the title of our business, Emergency Shelter Investments, to stop procrastinating, because people act like they're going to live for 1,000 years, y'all. And they love to say, one day we need to get together. One day we need to put our nickels and dimes together. One day we need to build something for ourselves to show respect for our Creator who created the whole universe out of nothing, that we are created in the image of. But when we do not show consistency in the vision that we as a group have agreed on, then we will never see the results that we strive for, because action speaks louder than word. And being consistent in coming to the meetings and the events and the video shoots and the all of the stuff that we need to do, going to the bank and talking to the people and talking to our lawyers and consistently showing each other that we are still focused, is absolutely an emergency. And we cannot sit here and act like everything is going to be all right because we got 2 or 3 members, carrying the weight for all of us. No, we must start contributing to our group. It's not my group, it's our group. And we need to start acting like it. And those of you who do contribute, I thank you, but there's many more of us that are not contributing. And I'm frustrated because I know we can do better. The shortest scripture in the Bible, I always say 2 words: Jesus wept. Not because it was something wrong with Jesus. It's just he's just looking around him at probably his disciples and the world, and just looking how hard people make life for their own self by not following through on what they agreed that they would do, especially as men. I hope this video doesn't, that social media is tricky. And cray. Oh my God, we got to do another video. Please don't stop watching the videos, Cray. You already know where we meet at, Cray. We can do other videos. We don't have to do those type of videos. I have nothing against you, and I was not trying to be sarcastic, Cray. You made my day, and I just want you to understand you're more powerful than you think. And we laugh and joke about, he called Cray the greatest extreme sports athlete in the world. For me, he is. And I just want to say thank y'all. Before I forget, let me say thank y'all for even trying to do what we're doing, because I must remind my own self that we are literally building this plane as we fly. Thank you, Kevin Samuels, great relationship coach that was on YouTube. Rest in power, Kevin Samuels. We are at Emergency Shelter Investments. Y'all know who y'all are. We're building this plane as we fly. And some of y'all know who you are, but don't know who you are, because y'all are really my close friends. And y'all know I talk about this all the time. I consider you a fellow pioneer. And I keep saying that, and I say that on social media so everybody, the whole world, can hold me to my word. One day it's going to be somebody else that might not be of the same nationality I am that will be running emergency shelter investments. No disrespect to James Major. No disrespect to the name James Major. Thank you, James Major. And y'all know who James Major is. Y'all know how we have to move. Because you cannot put your PIN number to your debit card on social media. I don't know what y'all think this is. So let me say thank y'all again. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button, and the notification bell. May 31st, Saturday, 2025, at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk. We have run out of the emergency shelter You Deserve a Break Today celebration cards, the green and gold card. So if you're watching this video, yes, you can come to the free celebration if you are in the Houston area, to the Kemah Boardwalk at the Aquarium Restaurant, and eat all the steak, shrimp, and chicken you want with all the sides you want and soft drinks you want for free, and ain't nobody trying to sell you nothing. Because of the pandemic, we decided that we were going to show each other, our family, those of you who work 9 to 5 and are struggling, trying to make it day to day, but we're not excluding millionaires either. You know, all of you who understand what we're going through, and that it takes unity to be able to survive in a world where the people who run the world are united. The one thing that we can do that don't cost no money is work together with the people that we know and respect and been knowing and been respecting for years. It's an emergency that we stop dragging our feet and acting like I'll do it when I get some time. And you know you working 200 hours a week. And when you finally make it to your house, you can't even enjoy your own family. You can't do nothing but lay down. Ain't you tired of living like that? Don't you realize it's an emergency that we start working together no matter what nationality you are? Don't you realize Walmart makes trillions of dollars because they don't discriminate by the color of your shoes? Everybody goes to Walmart to shop. Walmart ain't turning no money away at emergency shelter investments. It's an emergency that we follow the example of people that have already made great strides before we did. And Walmart is one of the organizations that I admire. The way that they vote on every product that is sold in their store before they put it on their shelves. They realize how important the name Walmart is to the executive board, the people that own Walmart. And y'all know where we work at. The people that own where we work at, they probably in Paris, France right now, on vacation while they transfer money into their account, while we out here hoping that we don't get killed out here on the job that I am very grateful to have, because we have a very good job when you compare it to working at some place where, you know, they don't make as much money. And it's never enough. Even the billionaires don't believe that it's enough, but I always remind us all there are people with way more money than we have, working class people of all nationalities, that wish they had their health and strength. So don't never get it twisted. Emergency shelter investment is about investing financially in your future, for your family future and your community future and your legacy. We are pioneers in this new world. There's a new day. We've come from your manual labor, back-breaking labor, to the steam engines, to, machines, and now the telephone and modern technology. It's about networking, y'all. This is a new day. It's a new day. Consistency, 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 consistency beats talent any day of the week. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. And those of us who are Those of you who are my friends and who I consider pioneers, there are no leaders at Emergency Shelter Investment. We have the documentation at the bank showing that we are all leading this group together. We are pioneers. Pioneers, we're going into new territory as working class people, owning our own investment group. Just as working class people, we don't have, and I don't know, there might be people in the group who do have financial degrees, who are certified, for the lack of a better word, to advise people on investments in stocks and bonds and all of that. But when we say investment as working class people, we acknowledge that we're just working class people who decided to invest in each other so that we can survive the economic struggles of this modern competitive economy that we live in. So yeah, emergency shelter investment, 10 times a day here, reminding you to hit the like button and all that, subscribe. But don't forget consistency, those of us who are in this together. And if you are watching this video, if you are subscribed to the 10 times a day YouTube channel, I consider you a pioneer. That's why we show you we appreciate you, and we show you it's bigger than the nickels and dimes that we have to contribute to each other. It's about unity. It's about working together. It's about encouraging each other. The pandemic woke us up, and since the pandemic, every 3 months we meet at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk. This time it's going to be May the 31st, Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. All the steak, shrimp, chicken, all the sides, soft drinks you want is absolutely free, to show you we appreciate you, instead of like in the pandemic when we lost so many people at the funerals. We always say, oh, how good of a person they were, how much they meant to us. But while we are living, we cannot seem to give each other the encouragement that we deserve as being creations of the Most High God, the one God. Not trying to be religious. I don't know what your religious beliefs are. All I know is it's not black or white, it's wrong or right. What do your actions show? Are you striving to work with your fellow man? Are you striving to make this life the best you can? Are you striving to set an example for your children? Are you striving to set an example for your fellow co-workers? Are you striving to be the best person you can be for your own self? 10 times a day means there's no limit to the amount of improvements we can make in our own lives, financially, physically, the way we eat, the way we treat each other. Emergency shelter is all about investing in yourself financially, physically. Y'all know y'all got to help me with these double meat cheeseburgers. Y'all, Whataburger, I love you, Whataburger. Oh, and I'm so glad I'm not in Austin, Texas, where Dan's Hamburgers is. Oh my God. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, and you do not eat a Dan's cheeseburger, just at least taste it, because I'm at the point where I can't eat double meat cheeseburgers all the time, y'all. I'm not 25 years old no more. I'm just trying to make us all laugh a little bit. And when I say life is short, the pandemic made me realize that we know neither the day nor the hour. And thank you, God, for your mercy for traveling on these dangerous highways. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Lord, for your traveling grace. But consistency beats talent any day of the week. And at Emergency Shelter Investment, those of us, you know who you are, all my friends, all of my associates who are documented emergency shelter pioneers on paper. We have to start coming to our meetings. Oh, I'm sorry. We did take a break for Mother's Day, y'all. I'm so sorry. I said everybody take a break from it. And a lot of y'all have young children, so don't get this message confused. I'm passionate about our future, and I already see the life that we could be living based upon the actions that we have shown each other in this highly competitive world we live in. We are survivors, and we have the potential to be multi-billionaires and multi-millionaires. There's no doubt in my mind. But like I say, the shortest scripture in the Bible is Jesus wept, because he knows without a shadow of a doubt we're supposed to be living much better than this. I'm supposed to be inspiring the people around us. I'm supposed to be leaving a legacy by showing the people around us, the world, and the people, the pioneers of emergency shelter, look at what we have done. And so far, we don't have what I think we should have. Just using my 2 eyes and 2 ears, looking at the world around us, we are not supposed to be barely getting an hour and 30 minutes worth of sleep so we can go work a 20-hour shift the next day. You don't even have enough strength to say, how you doing today, man? Because you working your back to the bone. And in this culture, people act like that's the best thing they can do in life, is work 100 hours a week and not have enough strength to live their own life before they die. Working 50 years hoping to receive their retirement and die before they can even actually live and create and be in control of their own life. Consistency beats talent any day of the week, and I'm tired of everybody acting like this is some kind of joke because you don't see the Maybach yet. You don't see the Lamborghini yet. You don't see the 23-room, 23-bathroom, swimming pool, jacuzzi, outdoor fireplace mansion yet. Don't forget they didn't see the airplane yet. Nobody thought that they were going to take that iron and fly in the sky with it. There's airplanes going and coming every day of the week. You breathe the same air they breathe. What's wrong with you? You got 2 arms and 2 legs just like they do. You got a working brain. You graduated from high school. You're not a dummy. Strive to be better. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. Start coming to the meetings when we say we're going to come to the meeting. And to the men, I'm not apologizing no more to the women. I don't have nothing against no woman. My mama is a woman. We have a unique obligation. There's nothing wrong with being a man, and there's nothing wrong with being a woman. And I pray that the women watching this that I love, and thank you for watching, do not be offended when I say, men, we have to prioritize our business before a lot of the things we're doing in our personal social life. You know, we're generals and soldiers. We're privates. We're lieutenants. We have a hierarchy within our little group, but we're all pioneers. And you have a talent I don't have, and hopefully I have a talent you don't have. And that's why emergency shelter is so important, because the rich people that run the world work together. And when I say rich, I mean rich in the good life, rich in being able to surprise their kids with gifts to motivate them to study more and to strive to be better, rich in the quality of their living. They work together. That's the one thing that they do that we don't do. And when I say work together, I mean being consistent. When we say we're going to come to a meeting, we have an event on May 31st, Saturday, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's already paid for by just a couple of members, and there's way more members that should be contributing. But you're just like me. I want to see what's going on before I put any money in anything, because this economy ain't no joke. I do understand. But y'all should see a little potential in what we've been striving to do since the pandemic. And I encourage y'all, let's be consistent and coming to our events that we have every week. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't say everything on social media. Every week we have an event so that we can grow our business, so that we can actually start living the vision, the one vision to be successfully, financially, socially, physically, politically, to be successful as far as we can go. That's our one goal, our one aim, our one vision that we all agree upon. We want to know that our neighbor is a safe person. We want land, emergency shelter investments. All of the pioneers, I'm talking to you, we want a nice big space of land. I was gonna say a piece of land, so that we can build houses and homes for ourselves, our loved ones, and for our community, to let our community and our family know, and the nation that we live in, that provided us with the opportunity to go to the highest level we can, that our imaginations will take us. Especially as men, no disrespect to women, we have an obligation to ourselves and God to show appreciation to our Creator with the life that He so graciously gave us. So let's act like it's an emergency. Stop acting like we're gonna live to be 1,000,000 years old. It's an emergency. Stop procrastinating. That's why we call it emergency shelter. It's an emergency that we build a financial shelter for ourselves to be able to weather the aggressive, unstable, and challenging economy that fluctuates. We need each other to be able to, so when the work gets slow, so when they have an economic crisis, or when the weather is bad, we have earthquakes, and you arguing with the insurance people about your money. We need each other so that we don't have to be so stressed out. We need to build a financial base so that we got money coming in while we sleeping. You know, we supposed to be making money while we sleep. We're supposed to be producing products while we sleep. So if our jobs say, you know, we don't have no more work, we can still make money, we can still live, and we can still create opportunities for others with the investments that we made before it was an emergency, before we were sleeping under a bridge, before we walking down the street with no shoes on our feet, running from some bill collector. The best warriors in history were the ones who always prepared for war in a time for peace. And we need to act like it's an emergency, because it is an emergency, that we take advantage of the time that we have left and be consistent. We got to encourage each other by showing up to the events that we have every week. And y'all know our circle. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. And that's why I'm there every day on time, even though I'm not the leader. James Major and the others that I don't mention their name, because social media is you have to deal skillfully with social media. You know, you just can't come and give out your PIN number and your bank card on social media. You know, so I keep all of us, you know, safe, because, you know, if y'all watch YouTube videos and y'all see some of the comments that people leave on other people's channel, y'all know, and the hateful stuff that people do who are in places that we cannot see. You could wake up one morning and your channel might not be here no more. So you guys know I'm not mentioning your names, because I love you and I respect you, and I thank you for working with me, for talking to me, for sharing information with me, and for the events we've already have. I thank y'all for showing up to those. And I'm just trying to remind us how important it is for us to show up to what we agree on, that we know we can be successful with. We need to act like we believe in what we're doing by coming to the meetings every week that we have at the same time and the same place. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. Stop worrying about, having a Hollywood special effects light for the video. Stop worrying about having surround sound for the video. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. We already have enough to do what we need to do to be successful. And the only reason we won't be successful is if we don't be consistent in our actions toward the goal that we agree on, that we've already agreed on. Actions speak louder than words. And let's actively be consistent in coming to the meetings every week at the same time and the same place. I expect to see y'all there. And y'all know who y'all are. And those of you that I invite to come, that we want to be pioneers with you in this vehicle that we have called Emergency Shelter, I hope that y'all can understand my passion. And it's no disrespect. There's a time to be serious. There's a time to laugh and joke. There's a time to go to work. There's a time to rest. And at this time, it's time for me to raise my voice a little bit. It's time to let you know how serious I am about this vehicle called Emergency Shelter Investments that God gave us, because we experimented with a lot of names. And now I understand why God gave us Emergency Shelter Investments. That's why our business license is under Emergency Shelter Investment. That's why our business account is under Emergency Shelter Investment. It's not about 10 times a day. It's about Emergency Shelter Investments. 10 times a day is just one of the different resources that we have within Emergency Shelter Investments to make sure that we all survive. And I'm striving my best to be the Michael Jordan of Emergency Shelter Investments. And my prayer is that you, who already voted and agreed that this is what we're going to do, I pray that you strive to be better than Michael Jordan in this event. And I would love to do videos showing why you have earned the position that you are in this group. Like I said, one day you might not even see my face on the video. You will see another nationality or another member of Emergency Shelter running it. And that's why we always encourage to put our investments or under our investments at the bank, designate a family member, friend, or loved one to take over your account in case, God forbid, anything happens to us, me included. So that way, no matter what happens, because investments most of the time are long term, we want to be able to know in our heart that there's nothing that can stop us, because if anything happened to me, my child or my loved one will receive the benefits and they will carry on to make life better for those who are still living. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. Thank y'all. Don't forget May 31st, Saturday, 2025, at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk. We are celebrating you, our fellow human being, based on the way we felt after the pandemic, of how we did not show our fellow man how much we appreciated them when they were living, but we appreciated them when they were no longer alive. We decided that it's an emergency that we start investing in our fellow men and women that we see every day, that we never have enough time to show them how much we love them. So this event is for you. And that's why it's free. That's why it's at a nice restaurant. Pray to God this ain't the last time, but if it is, we already can say, and they will already say, those people was about making life better for themselves and the people around them through Emergency Shelter Investment. Consistency beats talent any day of the week. You're building your reputation through consistently being on time and on point. You building your reputation. And as men, no disrespect to women, and women too, we have to earn our respect. We have to earn and build our reputation. And that way it's not so hard to make the moves that we have to make to be able to live the life that we want to live in this high technological world we live in. So don't forget, May 31st, Saturday, 2025. May 31st, Saturday, 2025, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk. You deserve a break today. It's absolutely free. You can invite who you want, no dress code. The parking is also free but limited for the aquarium. So if it's crowded, bring $15 or $20 in your pocket so that you can park your car close by or ride with a friend and tell them to make the block while you get your plate of food to go. You don't have to talk to nobody. This is called You Deserve a Break today. Ain't nobody asking you no questions. We're all tired of people trying to sell it. I'm sick and tired of paying my bills and people. I say this every video, because I hate when I'm trying to take care of my business and time is more valuable than money, and somebody I don't even know pops up on my phone or my laptop trying to sell me something that I didn't even ask for, and wasting my time. And now I got to figure out, damn near have to read a brochure on how to get them off my computer. People I don't even know trying to sell me something. Now I got to start all over and call the bill collectors back to pay my bill. So we decided the only rule that we have is that nobody try to sell nobody nothing. And I really don't want nobody asking nobody a bunch of questions. Just come get your food and enjoy the appreciation being shown to you by your fellow man because you work hard. And we see ourselves in you, and given to you is given to ourselves on May 31st, Saturday, 2025 at the Aquarium Restaurant on the Kemah Boardwalk. We have finally run out of the green and gold cards. So I hope y'all listening on the video, you're going to have to let them know that we are here because we were told that any human being can come, especially working class human beings of all nationalities, and get some free food. We're all grown adults. We know we cannot invite people from Alaska to Houston just to come get a steak dinner. This is not, like I said before, the Empire State Building, y'all. It's just a restaurant, y'all. Anybody in the Houston area, no matter where you're from, you are invited because we always pay for more than enough people to come. We pay for 150 people. This is our fourth time doing it. And just to be honest with y'all, the most we've had so far is 25 people. So we are on social media now reminding you that you can come celebrate too, even if it finally reaches past 150 people, we're still at the Kemah Boardwalk, y'all. So it's gonna be good for all of us. There's no way none of us can lose on this. This is one way that God is blessing all of us to be able to tell our friends and family, you see how my fellow co-workers appreciate me? You see how my fellow American citizen appreciates me? We don't have to pay for nothing. Yeah, son, go get you another steak. Go tell them that you want a Coca-Cola on this one. Or you want some lemonade on this next round. Sit back in the air conditioning. Take pictures of the beautiful fish aquarium and the beautiful environment and remind your loved ones that this was free because I'm taking care of my business. And God found it in his heart to honor me through my fellow mankind. Because of the pandemic, we realize it's an emergency that we show each other that we appreciate them. It appreciates you. It's an emergency that we show ourselves that we appreciate you and ourselves, and giving to you is just like giving to ourselves. That's right. So we just want to say thank y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Don't forget, get ready, get ready, get ready.